teacher in Oregon, Wisconsin. I get to write books and speak to people around the world, but more importantly, I get to teach about 76 kids every single day in English in my classroom. And it's a lot of fun trying to figure out who they are and how they want to change the world. I'm also the founder of the Global Read Aloud, a global literacy initiative that has connected more than 6 billion kids around the globe since 2010. My first book with Routledge was Passionate Learners, How to Engage and Empower Your Students, a book that's meant to be a practical book. What happens when we actually start asking our students really hard questions about the type of environment they want to be in, how we can be better teachers, and we start to question the very constraints that otherwise hold our students in. When we talk about kids not being engaged with school, we need to start looking at ourselves and what we're doing and the systems that we've put in place that actually end up oppressing kids. It's not meant to be a guide of teach how Pernille teaches, but it's meant to make you question your own practices and start deeper conversations involving your students in the shaping of the kind of classroom that they want to be a part in, so that we can send them out the door as empowered and engaged learners. My other book that just came out is Passionate Readers. As an English teacher, I always think about how can I get kids to actually like reading? How can I get them to fall in love with reading? And how can I do meaningful work with my students? This book, once again, is the voices of my students teaching others what they would hope that every teacher would know about what it means to create passionate readers and what we can do without a program and without any throwing out of our curriculum, and instead just going, what are the best practices and practical things that we can do to indeed create passionate readers for all kids. I hope the books will give you hope. I also hope that it will challenge some of the things that you've been doing in your classrooms, and more importantly, give you ideas of how to move forward and to figure out how you can shape the literacy experiences of all of your students with your students and not on your own. I wrote both of the books because I felt like I needed bigger ideas, and then my students started giving me all of their truths. This was a chance for me to amplify their voices and to say, here's what you can ask your own students. I felt like some of the problems that we have within our classrooms and that we can look at statistics show us that kids are disengaged. They don't see school as having a lot of value. If we look at reading rates, we know that according to the Pew Research Center, 24% of U.S. adults haven't read a book in the last 12 months. And so I wanted to offer other educators some of the wisdom that my students have passed on to me, and also say, here are the things that we can implement tomorrow. Here are the things that we can implement further out if we just pass the power over to our students. And so that's what I hope the books do, really give you practical advice so that you can actually do something and change the way that you need to.